moving on to a more recent sort of something fun on social media. After the announcement of the removal of the diesel subsidy, the whole revision of
This
diesel.
is fun. This is your idea of fun.
No, hold on. I'm getting there. Now, there have been videos going viral on social media, basically people posting previous clips of PMX and also YB Rafizi, talking about how, sort of blaming the people for not voting for them. Because if they were in power, then, all these prices won't go up. They will, in fact, bring it lower and all that stuff. You juxtaposition that with what they're saying now.
On the question of subsidies?
Subsidies. Now, my thing is, it's very clear these videos are telling a story. They are saying that, you can't trust what they say. Right? Now, do you think that Malaysians now, with all this happening, can we ever trust politicians again?
Why not? I mean, you've got to trust somebody. I mean, you're going to put them in power. I mean, would you want Malaysia without a government? I certainly want Malaysia with a government, something, at least. But let's put it this way. I think we are also very selective in the way we think about our problems in this country. And I blame politicians for also articulating things in very unnuanced terms. I'm not, letting them off the hook. But the truth of the matter is, with any of these things, right, the real issue is that net, if you put a bunch of policies together, including, subsidy rationalization, will you get better outcomes, especially for government, right? Will the government have more money to spend on the more important things of the day? Now, people just don't recognize what is happening with the subsidy, right? So somebody was telling me they were on the ground in Sabatik Island. Do you know Sabatik Island?
No,
it's that island off the sort of southeast coast of Sabah. Okay. This is half Indonesian, half Malaysian. Okay. The prices of fuel in Indonesia are very high. Ours is very low.
Yes, we are the lowest. Yeah. Thailand and Singapore.
And you know what people are doing? These would be the people with lots of money. They are transporting diesel from one side of the island to the other side and selling it on the Indonesian side. And so what the government recognizes is that all these really negative incentives built into this system of subsidies. And what they're trying to do is say, look, the best way to deal with it is to, get rid of the subsidies and then transfer those to those communities that are affected by a lack of subsidies, the money that they have to spend. And that's, for me, it's a reasonable thing.
Yeah, right? I do agree with
that. And so, okay, the truth also is, if you're in opposition, you can say anything you want. You're not governing. You don't have to care about the coffers. You don't have to care about revenue. This is Pakistan's biggest problem when it was fighting the GST. Now they are suffering from it, right? They say they don't need this, that, blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, our tax base is so low. You pay taxes? Yeah. I pay taxes. You know how many percent of Malaysians pay taxes? Very few of us, right? And so how can any government survive if it doesn't have revenue or it has insufficient revenue? And this is what the government is grappling with. So it's needed to say, if you say, without panic, making people panic. People, don't know, why don't you just go ahead? People want a strong and visionary government on issues that they are most concerned about, but where they are a bit kind of like, I'm going to lose something out, they want more consultation, they are saying, why you want to do this? And we have absurd type of statements made by people who say, I pay taxes, I deserve a subsidy. A tax that you pay to government, if you're rich enough to pay taxes, is not something you expect to get back, except in general social services, roads and stuff like that, and health, I think it's very important for everybody. But the idea that somehow you, as a middle-class person, also deserves a subsidy for your petrol or a subsidy for your toll is absurd.
Too much money. The bill is too high.
No, and that's not how taxes work. You really have to believe that we as a country survive. This is the kind of social democratic ideal, is because the rich do help pay for the poor, right? And therefore, we all have some level, we create some sort of stability in the system. If the rich took everything and never gave back, this is any society would fall apart. Then you have a very grim kind of society, and I think sharing of needs to happen. And I'm happy to pay my taxes. I'm happy to pay my taxes. I wish there was this, that, and the other. I wish our health system was better. I wish there was more money in health. Because I'm getting to the age where, but I still think, generally the taxes are not completely misspent, and we don't have, we don't spend a lot of arms. We're not like some countries going to war all the time. So, okay.
That's good. All right.